Hey, strong. I run the way. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm coming for a long repeat. I run the way. On a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I'm strong, pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and I pin down. Picture going about 100 miles. That room can't miss now. Standing tall, ready always on go. Taking me to pin town. P.O. said slow down, so I cover wave and I skip town. 16 was on from the A's, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said true wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shoe, nigga, that's a problem. Don't be worried about a straw, dude. Do you and I'm a do I. So the boy got a paint job with a clip coat and a ball guy. Girlfriend even took a beat, I was fresh meat, no flip side. Hit me with and Beyonce, put a ring on it in a lunch line. Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee, but I'm shoot three. Put sweat in it to the green. So my water, I can barely breathe. Kelly Slater with the board flip. Push it up when the chords hit. Violins in a bell tip. Open up, let me splash it. Right away. On a surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Pocket full on repeat. All right, on a surfboard emergency. I ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. Pocket full on repeat. Second round of the fight, something ain't right. I gotta do my work. Crew walking through the air, no night flight. There was some people. Got one like to live, and I put 15 on all. We hit the ground, running ready, fast to use. I ain't ball. So like 2 finger signs so far, I can't be taught. 19 inch crunch time, and send it home like a walk off. AMG on steroids, there's a flex walker with a nightmare. Coming full force, no one, just know I don't fight fair. Took flight, no flight fair. Hot rounds out of hot barrel. Put the mic in the head, lock into them tap, 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 tap there. Short LCPR. What the hell are he need for? Took him to the water, let him up. Time for you a lifeguard. I'm an old damn lifeguard. Been this with a wrist sharp. Might show me it was hard. Get skatebooks and I count cards. Play my hand for the W. Time told about who is who. They be on this, who is who. I'm on the third board. I'm coming through. Stroke.
Check 1, check 2, check 3. In the place to be. We're in Hood Talk, and this is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get the show started. What's up, Miss Bella?
Hello.
You all right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Then that'll wake you up and all that kind of good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. We ready to get it started today. I don't know where we're gonna start, but we're gonna start something. What up, man? My favorite guy. What up, Chris? Hop up into his house. One of the day ones that helped the show get popping, locking like this here. Hey, what's up, man? Go on, tell them what we getting into tonight before I get to running my mouth and stuff.
Well, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube. Mr. Know It All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, there is the information. It's at the bottom of the screen, you know. So one other thing we're going to say is don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. But getting started on this subject tonight, we want to talk about, can you heal from unresolved issues?
Ooh, that's a tough one now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one now because my 2 cents is what you've been through makes you who you are. And it come with good and bad. And sometimes I can understand what I've been through that can make me a little um, tough to deal with, tough to be. I mean, tough to be around if you're say not like minded. Um, can be cold at times, could be heartless at times, but I think every man got to walk his own path. And once you walk them certain paths and you become who you are, you just got to live with it. You might evolve a little, but you can't unseen what you done already saw, and you can't undo what has already been done. Go ahead. What you think about it?
Well, I mean, just because there are issues that has taken place in your life, and it does cause you to move a little different and be very precautious. Sometimes it causes you to put up a wall that there is somebody that can be in your life that can help you tear it down piece by piece. But then there are some that come in your life, and because of what you've gone through, and some people feel comfortable enough to share their faults, their issues that are unresolved, and the person will take it and use it to their advantage, use it against you. Like women or men that have a esteem issue or problem with themselves. Some people will take that advantage of that and use it against the person. So unresolved issues, you can heal from them, but you have to do skills and tactics, get people involved in your life or something involved in your life that will have you to set a better mindset on things. You can't just be hurt from what you went through all your life and just don't try and get past it. You'll fall into a depression. You'll fall not liking people, not getting along with people. Everywhere you go, you get fired. And these people, every time I go to these jobs, they do this. You got to think about it. Let me check myself. Make sure it is me with this attitude or me with this issue of how to talk and communicate and be around people. You don't have to take what you have been through and use it as a weapon that you use to be mean or honoring against people. It's just not cool.
Yeah.
So they don't know your life. Just say, for instance, you meet somebody
Right.
down the line.
Right.
They don't know what you've been through.
Right.
They just know who you are now. So you're not giving that person an opportunity to even become a part of your life or be in your circle because you already have this wall built up. I'm going to move this way because of what I went through with this person. So this person will get the same thing. That's what that means.
Well,
You carry
I
baggage.
don't think that mean it in my case. I believe the reason I say that because I feel like what you learn sometimes it just protect you from the real cruel world that we live in. We can't walk around thinking we live in this baby world that everything is lottie dally and everything is all right and everybody mean you some good.
Oh no.
I think sometimes we got to realize, especially in 2024, looking around, social media, how people getting set up and killed and kidnapped and all kind of stuff. Um, you know, it's like anything. And I'm gonna do this even tended to the wire, like when you think about a lion or you think about anything out there that's an animal, he move a certain way because he knows the terrain. He knows which way to go this way. It's just like um, prey. Prey stay out in the open because they know it's hard. It's easy for them to see, um, predators, and it's easy for them to get away and be able to, you know what I'm saying, because most of them can outrun their predators. So, you know, usually predators depend on hitting people when they're not looking and under, you know, certain cloak of darkness or disguise or whatever. That's why, you know, certain uh that's why tigers got the stripes on them so they can move in the woods and in the jungle and not be seen as good. That's why snakes got certain kind of colors and stuff so they can blend in and stuff like that when they get ready to attack and stuff like that. That's why cheetahs got their stripes and I mean, you know, their spots and all that, so they can blend in with the territory. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, so that's why you hardly ever see nothing white out in the wild in the jungle because it's easy to see them, it's easy for them to die, and what's name. But what I'm saying in so many words is you gon' move most men like you catch a dude that say, you know, I've been there, done that, I don't do clubs no more, I don't do this no more, I don't do that. The reason they don't do certain things because they know how much drama and how much stuff was in there. Somebody young coming up, they might be fresh minded or they might be like, woohoo, you know, whatever. But they don't understand everything that you done went through that built this wall up to protect you. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Oh man, if you had a castle, what would you have?" I said, "First thing I had one of them castles like they had that moat going around it, that oil and the little quicksand and oil thing that looked like it go around it and bubbling and stuff, and the castle bridge that go up, so a joke can't even get to you. You ain't got to worry about a joke coming in the middle of the night or something sneaking up on you. But all I'm saying in that is you cannot really have walls are to protect you. And they up for a reason. They up because they know enemies are out there ready to see how weak these walls are, whatever, whatever. And you stand them up strong. And if somebody go out there like in the kingdom, there's somebody come out there and they're friendly. You let the walls down, you let them in, you open the walls back up. You talk to them, whatever, whatever. If they don't, if they ain't on the rest name, you let the gate back down, let them up out the what's name, let them go on about their business, let the wall back up. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel like even when you're dealing with people, you can let your walls up down for a second, but you still got to keep it. You got to put it back up. You can put them in your circle for a minute, see if they work out or whatever, whatever. If they ain't, okay, we're gonna let you go on about your business. And I mean that's why when people be talking about, oh yes, they was only here for a season and all that. I mean that's walls right there. When somebody believe in somebody is just there for a season. You already putting yourself where you ready to let this person back out of your life quick because the walls are built up.
I don't take that way.
Yeah,
No,
it's somebody new coming around you, and like you said, with the walls built up. But I mean, you might have a different take on. Let me let you give your whole take on it before I give this opinion.
okay. I'm just saying when somebody say for instance that person was just in my life for a season, that's just like summer, winter, fall, spring. Those times come and they go. You know, they're around for a short period of time to do what they do at that time. You know what happened in the winter time, it's cold. You know what happened in the spring, it's time to plant, things grow. Summertime it burn up, fall times it die and come back again, you know. So I'm thinking when they say for a season, it doesn't mean anything bad against that person. I'm not taking it that way. I'm not taking it that it's a wall or that it's some type of confrontation. Even if it was, that person wasn't supposed to be in your life for maybe a long time
How would you ever know them?
because they were just there during that time. They probably just was there from spring to summer or from spring to fall. So when they say a season, it was their time for them to be in your life. Everybody that has been a part of your life that you allowed in your life that aren't in your life anymore, they had a purpose. There's something about that person you won't forget. Everybody that has you've had an impact with in your life, there is something about them you won't forget. You remember something, whether it's good or whether it's bad. So I don't take that negative by saying someone was in my life for a season. And it's a reason too. It's a reason that they were in your life. Somebody that you're not with, something they've done that made you move positive later in life. Someone made you move negative, but it's on you to take whatever you've experienced with someone to move different.
Well, the reason I feel that's why I really don't like that whole seasonal thing, because if you look at it like that, then you looking at it like, like the mailman, or somebody that you just see every day. Cause I'm not gonna let that gate down, and I'm not gonna let them in my life for a long, for a significant time, close to me in my inner circle, if I don't trust them to a little point that I feel like it ain't. I don't think I actually just fall out with people. You know what I'm saying? That this is just me. I don't just fall out with people. I mean, people grown, they got children, they got family. People go their own way. But once somebody around you and y'all cool, this and that, sometimes, you know, if I see them out or whatever, it's still, hey, you know, all right, whatever. But I don't think I just fall out with people like, oh man, like you catch people like, oh man, I can't stand this motherfucker, this and that. I mean, it just, I think we get it wrong about, like, because when people be talking about this for a season stuff, they actually talking about people that they actually, having sex with, having, relations and all that. And I believe that that is something like maybe a choice, just like you going to one club and then you leave one club and you go to another club. It ain't we it wasn't never a dedicated thing. Like, if somebody girlfriend, boyfriend, it might be a dedicated thing. But if you just bring somebody in your life and you know from the door that you just want them in there for just a little while, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you
And
have,
that's the
you know what I'm
season.
saying? Like, no, I'm saying, I if you just want a person in your life for a little while, I just think something just wrong with that thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because it make me feel like you're gonna just run through people. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of my close partners, this and that, we've been around 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Or better. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
it's not a falling out. It's like even with Ruben, me and Ruben went shit damn near 34 years before we seen each other again. But like, he always felt brothers, always felt cool. It wasn't never no like we fell out sometime. It's just life. Life be life. And sometimes person move for some money over here, or he moved to this city. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just they life is different. Y'all don't work together. Y'all don't, you feel what I'm saying?
I got
Like, even I caught somebody on my post the other day, and they said some other fact as, oh, anytime somebody bag you in a corner or whatever, I guess when we get into these little what's name, they're like, you switch up this and that, and and I think of it as just like a just like if you say like bagging the corn, like saying like a boxing match, and somebody start beating you down in some kind of way, and you switch to southpaw, and you start fighting better, or you switch, like if you watch a karate movie and the dude getting beat, and then all of a sudden he switches a whole nother karate. Now I'm throwing this. I done changed styles to combat the style that you coming, and I just look at it as in, when we talking and you talking, that I'm trying to get what you saying, and then I'm trying to rebuttal, and I'm trying to look at it as in me and other men thinking of on another issue, just like you bringing like women issues, to the forefront. And I think people don't realize, and I put up a post today, you got to have conversations with people that you don't agree with to really make you a better person. Because if you only talk to people, or if you only try to be around people that you agree with, your mind gonna be warped one way. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like people gonna think they prettier than they are, or they gonna think they richer than they are, or they gonna think they broker than they are, or they gonna think something crazy about themselves because they're around the same people that think like them. That's why hippies, when they grew up, they had to get away from each other. Hey, you smoking? I gotta stop smoking. I need a job. I can't lay in the bus. I can't sleep in the bus all my life. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's awakening sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I think people don't look at it that way. Read Chris was
Hey, Chris. Been a long time. He said yes. Many unresolved issues are matter of wrestling with whatever the issue is mentally. A change of perspective can soothe the mental anguish, which is healing through the issue remains unresolved. Even though the issue remains unresolved, like you have to challenge it. You got to get other perspectives from it. Like, did I go through this for growth? Are you going to take it that you're going to hold this against that this person rocked with you that way? So, are you going to be angry at every other person because what you've experienced with this situation? Are you going to take the positive of it and grow from it?
And what's up, Letitia, up in this house? She says she agree. Uh, I think she was agreeing with your
With
perspective.
you, no, with you. That was late. I mean, that was earlier. What
Okay,
were you were saying? Hmm.
yeah, yeah, because I think with me with these, I like these discussions, because um she said no,
Oh,
and I was agreeing with her. I told you.
I
I
thought it was.
I hardly have any people that really
Oh
agree with
Lord, but you hadn't been. You had
me.
been two
Every now
minutes.
and then somebody agree with me. I just got a different way of thinking. And I think it's because I haven't lived a normal life. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been a 9 to 5 worker all my life. I haven't, what I'm saying, I was out in the streets a little bit. I was, you know, I was I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always try to do stuff to keep myself from working for anybody. So I think sometimes my perspective or how I look at the world will be totally different than somebody who looking in through the world as a 9 to 5, and I'm going to get that check every day, and I have to, do what the boss say or
But
anything.
listen, I guarantee there has been something, an issue that you experienced in life that made you say, even if it wasn't a person, it probably was a job you had that made you decide, oh, this is not what I want to do. I'm going to rock this way, have my own, make my own schedule, work my time, It take things in life for us to make decision, or it take experiences we go through, or it could have been somebody in your life that encouraged you to do something like that.
Well, I'm gonna be
Everybody not as fortunate to be a part of the street for a long period of time, rocking and rolling in the streets, and then you decide, oh, I'm gonna come up and be an entrepreneur the legal way.
yeah,
Everybody don't get that opportunity to do something like that.
yeah,
So sometimes things that you experience or you're going through, a lot of things with you may just be rare.
yeah. And I think, when I look at it, my daddy, he didn't want me to work for nobody. Even though at one point in time I wanted just a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something that I could work and I can make some good money. And when I'm off, I'm off. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that. But I think once you start doing for yourself and working for yourself and not having a time to get up, a time to go to bed, somebody hollering over you, somebody talking. And I remember a couple of times going back to the streets. I remember being at a job and not to say it in a down type of way, but a little bit of that tough talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at a person and here go a dude that done been out here, a war veteran, been out here in the streets a little bit, this and that, and somebody kind of talking real tough, and you look at them like, and you kind of sizing them up a little bit, and you like, you know what? This ain't for me. And maybe because you can be 300, things are different now. You can be 350 pounds, you can be a 400 pounder, and somebody 150 pounds soaking wet will come up to you and start fussing at you and hollering at you and trying to downgrade you in a certain manner. And you like, I gotta take this. You know what I'm saying? Like this what working for a company mean. Like somebody get a little power and they talking to you like you ain't nothing, or or they trying to stress a point, or they overstepping their bounds a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like being getting personal or whatever, whatever. And I think that's the whole point of me bagging up, saying, uh, I don't know if I want to just do that for the rest of life. And then I think that's when it came to me like, okay, you might want to control your destination, because I remember when I couldn't get a job. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't buy a job. I was taking partners with me up to jobs, and my partners would get the jobs and I wouldn't get the job. And my mom used to tell me is how you look people in the eye. And I'm like, y'all taught me to always look people in the eye when you talking to them and this and that. And they're like, no, they want you be kind of, they kind of want you to be a little docile. They want you to be like looking down, kind of scared them a little bit. I mean, I guess sometimes people want to be kind of over you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, I can probably understand maybe the look thing because, like, when you go into certain jobs or certain positions, they want you to look and act a certain type of way. That's most of common America for businesses, period.
Right.
Whether you're in construction or the blue collar, white collar, whichever job level it is, they want this certain look. Even in certain areas, just like if you go to the East Coast jobs, it's okay to have dreads and braids and things like that in your hair. But most Southern jobs, they used to address those issues. Like men, they didn't want you to have hair past your collar. It be certain look, and that's how people place you. But if you don't want to, abide under those issues or those genres, then that's when you change your mindset, like you did. oh, I can't have this person
Well,
talking
it
to me
was,
like this, because if you a veteran, so you've been in the military, so you understand, you've been in that place where they probably built y'all strong.
but
We're
I was
talking to you like
I
that.
was clean cut and everything though. I had a little low fade. I mean, I tried to dress the little polo and the little. I mean, I tried to do everything it took to be normal, and then just,
Did you smile?
I mean,
No.
I mean, I mean, but
They probably scared of you.
one thing about it, every job that I ever got, they could never say I wasn't a hard worker. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think it was one place that I work that I think, one of the ladies didn't like me, and it just something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was driving a Cadillac to work too and all that. So it
It
might
can
have been,
become personal. When people know your personal lives, they do try to entwine it with your job and
they
place you.
didn't know my personal life, but they probably thought they knew my
Like
personal
I'm
life.
saying, you said you drove a Cadillac. If you drove a Cadillac and she got a Pinto, what you think? Oh, I'm gonna hold him. He don't need no race. He got some money, you know?
Yeah. So, uh, shouts out to Miss Dukes up in his house. What's up, Melissa? Yeah, but I mean, it just been rough to me trying to blend in and trying to be a so-called regular person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It just something about it just a little different. Is you ready to get into these issues or
I'm here for it.
read that? What Chris
They
said.
say you were in there mean mugging them folks. Nah, you ain't getting the job. That's true. That's what I'm saying. I asked him, did he smile? Because I'm sure he
I
did.
mean, I,
Just
I,
straight face.
I, I don't know if I was blacker than I was or whatever,
Oh,
but I was,
boy.
yeah, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, some people got to look to get certain jobs. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't. I just think sometimes you just ain't got that look, and and if you ain't got that look, you had to get out there and get it out the mud. So I think a lot of men back then, and I think you got to think about it. When I got the job was paying $3.75 an hour. It's only it's only it's only so much stuff you can take making $3.75 an hour.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Joker talking crazy, you this and that and all that type of stuff. It's kind of, I mean, a high job back then when I first started work was $5.25. Oh, you had it going on.
Hmm.
$5.75, you were a man.
Hmm.
Man, come on, man. I was watching people work 50 hours and all that stuff and 57 hours and getting a 300 and something, $335, $75 paycheck or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Almost 60 hours. I mean,
Hmm.
almost 50 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it, it, and then you'll watch a joker on the street and they just playing around and then they making the same thing you making in 2 hours.
Ain't that so?
So it was kind of rough trying to stay in the system back then when it was so much. It was so easy to get thrown out the system because I think today everything is rising up, wages and everything. But at the same time, with wages rising up, they also trying to find out different ways to fire everybody. So yeah,
Yeah, these days, yep.
because they couldn't. What's up, DD in his house? Yeah, because they cutting a lot of jobs this year. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I heard.
if you just look on the what's name, I was just looking at how many companies is cutting like 1,000 jobs here, 2,000 jobs here, this and that. I mean, we a lot of people are not thinking that technology is gonna beat this because think about it. A man, even him, even when I'm just playing with my computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Touch a button and I can speak and it'll write down everything I say. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You don't need no woman to write down what you say no more. You don't need nobody to make a schedule because soon as somebody texts you and they tell you a time in my phone, it say
It'll add to your calendar.
add to your schedule, and all you gotta do is hit yes. So technology is coming so fast that a lot of people that was doing simple jobs next year it gonna be rough, and that's the whole reason why we got to get. We got this stuff means so much about getting the right people in business wise to bring business back to America to stop these work wars and all this stuff and try to get back where we can make a decent living and have a decent housing, affordable housing, wood back affordable. I mean, there's so much stuff that need to be affordable for America. You feel me? For regular Americans. I mean, we ain't even looking at how high food is, how high wood is, how everything is right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You can't afford nothing. When I was coming up, I remember high rent was $300.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Rent used to be
Yeah.
like 250 and what's not. Now you got people paying 2,500 in rent, and I'd be like, how can they do it? How could you even find a house like that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you be a one person and get a house that's $2,500 rent? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the concept in it sometimes. So, I mean, shouts out to everybody I mean, y'all in the right spot. Are you doing your thing? You got money to pay your rent how you want to. I'm just saying, me, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy a tiny house and a lot of land, and I'm gonna be in one house till I get enough money to buy me another. I'm gonna go small. I might buy me a lot of land and put a tiny house on that thing, and I can have big cars and trucks and trailers and everything around that thing till I get myself in the pro. Because all I need is this little room and that little bathroom and the shower or whatever, or whatever tub, whatever, and I'm good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just it's rough. It's rough living right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like and share. Let's get on this stuff. Man, what we got up in
So dealing with people that are different than you.
here? Yeah. I mean, I put I put that first because I think that is the worst part about right now when we be trying to train our kids to not be bullies, not be this, not be that. Sometimes you got to realize they don't even know how to um deal with somebody who don't think like them.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this is one of the main issues why we can't sometimes resolve issues because we don't have the coping skills to talk to somebody that think different than us. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you in a household and mama want everything ran how she want and nobody different. See, the difference used to be you had a man in the household, a woman in the household. One, remember they used to say women are from, is it Mars or Venus?
Venus, I think. I
Men
think
are from Mars.
men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
So they knew that we was totally different, but We did something that made us get along. You feel what I'm saying? That made us
Mhm.
come together. The differences. You feel what I'm saying? And that strengthens a house when you can deal with somebody that's totally different than you. You feel what I'm saying? See, the
Yeah.
problem is we want people to be the same as us. Oh, I go do this. Why you can't go do it? Why you don't want to go with me? The whole thing about being different, you can go and experience something. I can go experience something. We can come back and talk about it. And we got a conversation every day. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're doing
Mhm.
something different than I'm doing. You're doing the same thing. You already know what I did all day. Now, all you doing trying to figure out some way to goddamn what. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when people doing the same thing, they don't even realize when you just around people that agree with you, you don't realize you ain't even getting critical skills to have conversation with people that's different. One thing that I liked about being in the army, I was thrown around white people that I never was around when I was in Mississippi. I was around white people all day. And then I started saying, oh, all white people ain't the same.
Mhm.
I was getting white people that was coming from the north and this and that, all different places. And I was way up there in New Jersey. So it's like these people are different. They not like, some people down there in Mississippi or this and that. So that's when I started saying, like, oh, all people ain't the same.
Mhm.
So sometimes we get so lit up on trying to, because we in a certain town. You know what I'm saying? We around them up, black people and this and that. And then when we see a white person, we think, oh, they against us or they different. But think about it. Most white people that do the hiring on most of us, they the one that give us a lot of jobs, a lot of, opportunities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. If you watch, I watched all them documentaries. Couldn't name one of them made it if it wasn't for white people helping. So you can't say all white people bad because the same churches and stuff that they were hiding in the house, these were white people had putting their life in danger, was getting their tails strung up and killed, helping black people. When Emmett Till, everybody talk about when Emmett Till and other boys, um, Emmett Till was different than the other boys. You remember the three civil rights workers that
Mhm.
came in the car? They put them in the swamp or whatever.
Mhm.
Nobody ever talks about the white person that was in the car. This white boy got killed with them too, because they was labeled nigger lovers. You feel what I'm saying? So
Okay.
people got to understand when they get out here, and you need to talk to people different to get a different understanding. When you just around your own, you never go out there and reach out, because one thing I done sat back and talked to, I done talked to Indians, I done talked to white people, I done talked to Chinese people, I done talked to everybody. I go strike up a conversation everywhere I go. If anybody know me, I talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care if it's a redneck with the Doozer Hazard tag on the back of his thing. If he want to talk to me, I'm gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? And to see, that's the difference in me. I done talk to racists or people, and races ain't nothing but a person that loves their race better than any other. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I done talk to people who racist and this and that, but you can talk to them. You can have the best kind of conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, sometimes they looking at stuff a little different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I need you to read that because read that for me.
Willie said, "Brother, you gotta be 53 to 57 years old because I made $3.35, $5.20, $8.39 from 84 to 92. Then I
man.
started driving trucks. 34 years later, still smelling diesel and shifting gears
Yeah.
and making that money.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 52, big dog Willie. So I understand what you're saying because yeah, I'm right there in them years. You were 1 year off. I just turned 52. You were 1 year off, but you were right there. And I feel it, and you know exactly what I'm saying. At 335, man, I'm telling you, when them folk threw that thing at me, I was like, wow. And like he said, 520, man, you had it going on.
Yeah,
You
you
feel
making some money.
back then you had it going on. And shouts out Willie for noticing that, being very, good he caught that
Very
like, nah, player, you got to be right, real old school if you make that kind of money. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, it just was like that. I tell people that you got to get out of this train thought of mine sometimes. You got to get out of this train thought of mine sometimes to move different, to be around. And I noticed that even when I was around a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? He said, you started working around 15, 16 years old. No, I was, I think I was about 18 when I did that. I
yeah.
think,
Well, I started working when I was 16.
yeah, I think I was about 18. So it wasn't, they didn't change minimum wage till about, shoot, I don't know. I don't know when they changed it. I know you probably can look it up when they made it 525, when they first made it 525, because it jumped from 335. I don't know if it went to 375 first and then jumped to 525, but I know it did a jump. It did like a dollar jump because I don't never remember it being in the folds. It jumped straight from threes, maybe 75 to
Okay, the minimum wage was $3.35
uh-huh.
from 1981 to 89.
Okay.
It
And then
increased.
when it changed.
It increased in 1990 to $3.80.
Okay.
In 91, it increased to $4.25.
Okay. Right.
What is minimum wage now?
I have not. I think is it seven? Is it up to 725 or something like that? I still think it's just 725, and ain't no big thing. Kim said she was making 525 at 17.
Yep, I was too. My first job, I was making $5.25 an hour.
Yeah. And Leon said he done made, I don't know, say 385. Then, he said 335, then 385, then 425. Yeah.
Yep, I
So
started with 5.15.
that's
But now
about
the minimum wage in United States is $7.25.
right. That's what I was saying. I knew it. I was right. Yeah. So it still ain't just jumped up like everybody at least trying to get $10 or better. People won't even work for seven. You tell somebody 725, they'll just look at you.
Child, I'll never forget that time I was looking for me a job. I was like, my
$7.
God, today.
But
I've
you
been
know
out the
what?
game a long time.
People right now only making $10 an hour. Right
Yep,
now.
yep,
People don't understand that.
yep.
That's why when you try to pay a person better now, I mean, people don't even understand that. Like, shoot, you know, I mean, when we be doing people, we pay people good. Around now, I start trying to pay people like my daddy. That's probably why I'm broke now. Okay, my bad. All
You gotta
right.
pay for good help.
Yep, you do. All right.
Yeah, Kimberly, that's what I just read. It is $7.25 an hour now.
Yep.
Yep. So how do you take criticism?
Ooh.
Well, most people take it they don't take it like a grain of salt. They take it as straight insult immediately. Just like these children, you try
Uh,
to tell the young ones, about how to do certain things in life. They take it like you trying to put them down. They want to fight.
hmm. Big Dog said, Willie said last time he worked, he was working two jobs at AutoZone and Gulf State Cakers Coke plant. We was
Canner.
work we okay, we he said we was working 56 hours a week and $8.20 an hour. Yep. I mean, that ought to tell you. $8.20 an hour, and that was called got it going on back
Yeah,
then.
but you know what helped? When they changed it to overtime when you work over 40 hours a week.
Yeah,
They changed it to overtime and it meant time and a half. So that's what made people wages um sprout like they were getting paid more because they worked just a few hours of overtime, at least 10 hours or more. You get
yeah,
some good money.
I agree. So a lot of people can't take criticism. Not good. Not good. Not good. And then I just one of those right behind it.
So, how to handle criticism like interview questions?
Right.
Like, what you mean?
Well, interview questions like say like how somebody some like you said you carrying yourself a certain way to be like, oh, do you always wear your hair like that? Do you dress, how do you dress, like we want you in this kind of pants and need you, what I'm saying, like criticism. If somebody say pull your pants up on your butt, man, your pants falling down, you know what I'm saying, like people
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to take that kind of criticism. People be ready to shoot you now, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah. That's just like it used to be how they said take a village to raise these children.
There it is. Now read what Kimberly said.
When I
Shots
was
out.
younger,
Go ahead.
she said, when I was younger, I absolutely hated criticism. As I'm older now, it's totally different.
Right. And I think you got to get there. I don't think I don't think a lot of people at a young age can take criticism because, like they say, when you're young, you think you know it all. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
criticism don't come off of good. And the reason why is because you ain't been through nothing yet. See, sometimes you got to go through something to realize why this person was criticizing. They really meant you some good, but you didn't see it then. They was trying to save you. They trying to save you from getting fired. And then 40 hours later, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember just watching a girl one time, and you know how you listen to somebody and they were telling how many jobs they had been through, and oh no, motherfucker can't talk to me like this and this and that and that and that. And that. And you be like, you mean a person can't ask you to do the job and they your boss? You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm different because if I'm getting paid when I'm getting paid, just like a dude told me, some people get mad because if they do one job and the boss man come ask you to do something else and they just fired up like, oh, I was paid to do this job, but it's still your boss. If he asks you to do something different, damn, get paid by the hour. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Let me walk my ass over here and do this other thing he need me to do. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people look at it like that. Yep. She done straight disappeared on Joker. Uh, he said yes, but it puts you in a higher tax bracket. Yeah. Yep. I remember my cousin, I ain't gonna call no names. He driving trucks or driving dump trucks. And I was asking one day, I was like, man, why you ain't driving the dump truck, man? You be rolling, man. We got some work for you, this and that. He said, had to shut it down. He was toward the end of the year. I had to shut it down. I was like, why? He was like, if I go over a certain number, I'm in a whole nother bracket. He said, I guess he knew that them taxes hit hard and it just going up just one more little bracket. That taxes hit hard. I think he was saying at the time he didn't want to make more than 50 in a year. Because he
Really?
said over 50 it went up. No, I'm just saying in the truck.
I
Like
know.
what they can see. Now I'm sure, the stuff that you been paid cash might be a little different. But what they can see is that, working for a company, they're gonna pay you a check. He wasn't gonna do that one. Yeah, but I understood what he was saying because he was doing the highway, putting the asphalt down and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that. Yeah. So I understand, but I don't understand. All
How do you handle constructive criticism, Answer?
right.
You take it and use it for your best ability to use it for knowledge.
What's up, shot Sal Leon? He said, but if he goes up 3 levels, he pay less. I don't know
I
about that.
don't know about all that.
Yeah, I think that might be
See,
we've
see,
been
the only,
we've been
the only,
psyched out of that stuff. People be lying, be talking about how you make a lot of money and you pay less taxes. Man,
well,
you know how much stuff.
let me tell you how.
Go ahead.
The reason why people will make more money and pay less taxes, it will be how you label what you're making this money doing. You know how churches are a nonprofit organization. You have a business and you connect a charity to it. These are things that you place where you have more disbursements going out than your income. Like people that put you in a tax bracket, start donating money at the end of the year,
So
sending
that's
some money to this charity, sending some money to this. You start doing your donation, and then like people that pay tithes and offering, that'll help you out on your. That'll give you a nice tax break.
that's why I'm glad I got somebody smart on the show because people need to know this kind of stuff, and I can't give them this kind of information. We need somebody with some good sense, not no dude that been out in the streets too long. Okay.
Long enough.
Yeah. But what you think about uh
How do
handling that?
you handle constructive criticism?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have a mature mindset to call it constructive. So if you're in a state of mind where somebody giving you criticism constructively, you'll put up your defense mechanism like this person trying to belittle me. But
Right.
if your mindset isn't there, how can you handle criticism and call it constructive? So a lot of times, the person that give the constructive criticism, that's why you have a conversation with the person you're sharing it with. All you have to do is have small talk to know where a person mind is. What level of understanding are they at? I know you work in the you said you used to do like security and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you knew how to handle different people. And I know that you probably knew how to not even people that you even knew. Just say, for instance, you have these new people walk up to you. Do you sit there and you start criticizing what they doing? What you get to know them first? You watch them, or you see how they move, or you talk to them, say little things to try and get an understanding of how you move, or how intoxicated this person is, or do you need to leave this alone? You don't just instantly start giving them any constructive anything until you try and feel where this person is. So that's how I feel people should think about before you go and give somebody constructive criticism. Understand what position you're putting not just them, but yourself in. Will they be understanding, or will they be willing to take what you are telling them and make it better for them? Are their minds ready for something like that? So you have to think about it like that.
Yeah.
But that's
And,
just my opinion.
and I think with me, I think I take and then I might be a little different. I take all criticism constructively until it sounds like it's like
Picking on me.
yeah, picking
That what
on
you
me or,
say. You
or
picking
treat
on me.
or treat me like a child. So so I like whatever somebody tell me, I'm thinking. I'm thinking and I'm it's processing in my mind, how can I, because I remember my teacher used to always say, listen to everybody and you can take what good you get from it and you can just throw out all the bad you get from it.
That you didn't
So,
need.
right. So it's like I always like, even if I'm talking to a dude on the street or whatever, somebody doing bad, crackhead, whatever. I treat everybody with the same level of respect. And then whatever they telling me, I take it in. Like, because for one thing, I take it in because sometimes if you just learn from somebody else, it'll keep you from bumping your head. Like some of these people was very successful people before they got on drugs or before they made certain mistakes. Became an alcoholic, got on drugs. Uh, like I remember one dude. I remember that had a hit and run. I mean, or hit somebody and did like they died and did like 7 years in jail, and it changed the whole transformation of his life. And he was a lawyer. He had a good job and all that. And next thing you know, he's he's the bad guy. He done
Mm-hmm.
lost his job. He done, you know what I'm saying? He got felony.
Bars,
He got
didn't
all
get
this, and
started.
it just changed your whole life trajectory. And this is what I tell people. I used to tell people coming up all the time, and I live by this, but it still hunts me. But he said you can do 1,000 things right, and I used to live by it. You can do 1,000 things right and one thing wrong, and that wrong will change the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody always telling me how sometimes like, oh, it ain't never happened to me, or it ain't happened to me, and I be thinking to myself, it ain't got to happen but one time. You ain't got to have but one bad night,
Mm-hmm.
one bad day, and it can change the rest of your life. You
Yep.
feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people are always thinking about it haven't happened, or I can handle it, or like they gonna be able to call the right person or this and that. I mean, it's not always like that. One bad day can change the rest of your life. You can feel like you got it going on right now, and you can have one bad day, and you'll be fighting
Your
for
life
yeah,
forever.
yeah, for a good job or this and that. I'm telling you, like, you know, being out here and just seeing how, black people was treated back in the early '90s, and how they used to come out here and try to throw a felony and charges on every black man around here, you know. So I just always tell people you got to be careful. And you got to be careful. Just let me tell y'all something that that I feel real. What's name? We always talk about only person can judge me is God and this and then blah blah blah, and we get down on God like I don't have to listen to nobody but God. But let me tell you something. God is all around you because God ain't gonna be the one that snatch your life up. It's gonna be the fellow man next to you that drunk driver, that shoot you, that cut you, that beat you to death. All this, that doctor that cut the wrong thing, gave you the wrong medicine. It gonna be somebody that you feel like that ain't worth your time. Man, get
Hmm.
out my face. That might kill you. You feel what I'm
Just
saying?
like
So you have
hmm
to be careful talking to anybody wrong because
yeah,
your bad day might start it talking to the wrong bad person or the wrong person, period. So sometimes your bad day don't start because you know what I'm saying, you just some bull crap. Bad days sometimes start by starting it off battling the wrong ideas and the wrong mindset. And you come to
easy.
the wrong person and you might get dealt with and you don't even know. What up,
Yep.
Michael Bailey up into his house? And that's
Hey,
my
Mike.
2 cents on that criticism because we all got to know sometimes you got to be able to handle criticism because, like I say, everything around you. I mean, like they say, counsel, what you eat, what you do. I was looking at a thing the other day. It was like every time you exercise, an hour you exercise is putting 3 hours more into your life. So we just got to be accountable of everything we doing, and we got to wake up sometime. There you go, read that one.
Hello, Bella. Beautiful as all. Hey, thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's what I mean. I need them compliments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Uh-oh.
That's tripping. So, do you like your friends? What does that
See,
mean? I
simple
hope
stuff.
so.
It's simple stuff. You see, because when we think about can you heal from unresolved issues, most of our issues sometimes came from the people we hung around, the friends we was
Yeah.
around. They're the ones that sometimes gave you low self-esteem, low confidence, all kind of stuff on how they talked to you or how they treated you. And we don't even see that part of it sometimes. Sometimes you got to get away
We,
around some people because they the one that's actually tearing you down and making you feel like nothing. Go
but
ahead.
you have some people, you know, that may feel like you have a low self-esteem issue because you share with them how your inner feeling is as a person.
Mhm.
So, say for instance, you told this person how you feel about yourself and all this and that. So, these people know your true self because you open up to them.
Mhm.
So, then sometimes these same people you call your friends, they will use this stuff against you for their own self gain or to get what they want out of you, things like that. So,
Mhm.
been there, done that.
So self-esteem, like you said, right?
Yep. And then a lot of times people say their esteem is low, and that may not even be the issue. You know, a lot of
Right.
times we go through things and we take our unresolved issues. Uh-huh. We take these issues that we chose not to resolve, and You know,
Look at my boy. Look at Mike
like
gonna
I
throw
said,
me
I
under the
used to
bus.
like my friend Big until he fell asleep, left me hanging at the club. Oh Lord, I guess your friend getting old.
Uh-oh.
Not once,
Man,
but twice.
man,
Yeah.
he be trying to go too late, man. Sometimes I be done worked all day. By the
Wait
time
a
no,
minute. I thought people don't go out till late.
man, listen.
I used to have somebody tell
You
me
know
like,
what it
"Oh,
is?
you go somewhere too early because when you come home, I just be going out." That was somebody told me.
Listen,
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna,
really?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Let me hear.
I think what was it? I mean, some days, them hard working days, man. When you get home, say you don't get home about, you don't get dark about 8, and then saying you got to take a bath, you got to get ready and all that. By the time you take a bath and put stuff on, this and that, it's over with. It's damn near 10 o'clock, man, and you tired, you sleepy, you lay down, you like, yeah, let me get 10 minutes in. Let me get
Mm-mm.
Next thing you know, it be 3 o'clock in the morning. How long flight?
Oh wow.
I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna start getting me some sleep, man.
He's going to sleep with chicken now.
Man, sometimes, boy, hey, sometimes, I mean, I get better on the weekend. I try to get better, but it just, when you're doing that hard work, boy, ooh-wee, it get to you, boy. Because when he called me and was talking about going out, hell, I was working then. It wasn't like I was chilling, like I was sitting back chilling, talking about shit. I was still at work. I was like, I'll hit you when I get done working.
And did do nothing.
Man, my bad. Because I ain't lying. I have been going to sleep. I have been feeling like an old man lately. Depression, all that.
Hmm.
Okay, we finna get to it. We finna get to it. Oh, physical
Phys-
illness.
mhm. Physical illnesses, attachment issues,
Yo,
emotional dysregulation,
yeah, we finna get into it. Go ahead and read this. Let's go.
constantly worrying, being easy to startle, expect the worst, and feeling unsafe for no reason are other examples of emotional dysregularities.
Um, what you think about that?
Dysregulation, but it means irregularity.
What you think about that?
Well, that's somebody that's not facing their unresolved issues. It make you nervous, make you on edge. Everything somebody say, you talking about me? You said something to me? What I do? What?
But I mean, that's what I be trying to say. Sometimes we don't understand how on the edge we are sometimes because underlying older issues, and when somebody talking to you, you don't even realize how emotional, what's the dysregulation, all these type of things that we be under and don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can be easily, what I'm saying, we can be easily misled.
Hmm. I agree.
Yep. Read that what Mike said.
And I feel all that when a woman wants a relationship.
Come on with Joe.
Okay, that's a whole book. Let me see. You gotta go. Attachment issues. Okay. ACE is adverse childhood. What is that? what is it called? Adverse childhood experiences. So it's
Well,
like when you have childhood experiences, so attachment issues, many ACEs, which is adverse childhood experiences, causes you to have an intense fear of abandonment.
mm,
Attachment issues can be because of development disruptions caused by,
oh my
you got
bad.
to finish that for me.
Come on with it.
Major depressive disorder, also known as a clinical depression, is a mental disorder characterized by at least 2 weeks of pervasive low mood, low self esteem, and loss of interest or pleasure in normal
Normal time. Correct.
life. Major depression and other mental health disorders dealing with emotional abuse, childhood maltreatment, or other adverse childhood experiences is associated with symptoms of depression, clinginess, event denial, absence of positive emotions, avoidance of places and people, changes in sleep pattern, and bedwetting. Oh, that may be the problem why you didn't make it those 2 times. I was just kidding.
Hey, what's up? Sitting up in his house. She said, "Hey, pop, sorry, I'm late as fuck." Okay. What's up, my daughter in his house up in this thing?
Okay, then.
Okay, go ahead with that one.
So, studies have shown that adults that experience childhood trauma were more likely to struggle with controlling emotions and had heightened anxiety and depression.
Um, well,
Mm,
I bet you say this boy got some books up in them motherfuckers, didn't he?
man, straight books. Do you hear me?
Nah, I mean we got to get down to the nitty
Ain't
gritty.
nothing wrong with bringing in statistics. We need these things sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
these are people that actually went out and did the research that sometimes we don't do. So, okay. So, in relationships, unresolved issues can prevent people from relating to each other in the present moment. Oh, that is so true. This can lead to misunderstandings, mistrust, and people shutting down or avoiding communication.
Mhm.
Hello, you hit the nail on the head with the
Man,
hammer.
what you want? You want to break something down, or you want me to move to
Nope,
the next?
go
All right,
ahead.
come on with it.
So, unresolved trauma can cause signs like disassociation, nightmares, flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, addictions, disordered eating, social withdrawal, and being easily startled.
Now, who say I don't do research? These folks better get up on me. They better get up on me. They be thinking I don't be doing research.
Kim, Kim said that sounds like menopause in women. Really?
Oh, look what Mike said.
He said that section ain't problems. Oh Lord.
Oh shit. Next one.
Emotions, unresolved emotions can cause chronic physical pain. The brain can suppress emotions into subconscious and unsubconscious, but it doesn't delete them. You know,
Mm.
how you say I'm gonna put that in the back of my head. I'm not gonna worry about that. It's still there. You often think about it, but you pushing it back. Yeah, that's what that
Yeah,
means.
people be thinking about
Okay, then bring
I'm,
it.
I'm bringing it today. I bet you like, hold on now. He done broke it down on our tell tonight. Come on with it. They be talking about
So,
I ain't
slow living, unresolved conflicts can feel like a burden that prevents people from living a peaceful and contented life.
come on.
You hear that, don't you? You got to resolve these issues so you can be content with your living.
Right.
So, communicate unresolved issues can make it difficult for partners to express their needs, concerns, or fears, which can lead to a breakdown in communication, then can create a gap between the partners.
That boy's something
Well,
else.
hello. Conflict, unresolved issues. Wait a minute, that was communication unresolved issues. This is conflict with unresolved issues.
Hey.
Can cause conflict, especially if one person has something going on in their personal life. What you
Mm.
say now? Tension, sustain conflict. Oh Lord, all these things never do all of them exist by title, but okay. Can
Ah,
create tension in relationships, which can erode the strength and satisfaction of the relationship. So nobody's satisfied. Then, ooh, Mike said divorce deserves a lot of issues for me. I'm good. I miss
I'm telling you.
negative emotions. Ignoring problems can give them power over you and lead to negative emotions like anger, frustrations, feeling of abandonment, unworthiness, and depression. Wait a minute, let me read that one more time.
Go ahead.
So, negative emotions, ignoring problems can give them power over you. It leads to negative emotions like anger, frustrations, feeling of abandonment, unworthiness, and depression. So, who are they saying like negative emotions, like ignoring problems can give them power? Who is the power being given to?
Uh, I guess to the people that you feel like doing it to.
So, the person that's giving you the negative emotion, you giving them that power because you're accepting them doing that?
I don't know, maybe not battling back. You know, sometimes people don't battle back. Like you don't like remember what I was saying earlier about really um uh being able to conversate with somebody who got a totally different idea in their head than you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, she said negative emotion sounds like low self-esteem.
I know. That's why I was just trying to see. So, who would the esteem problem be on with the person that's what? I don't get it, but
I guess
okay.
ignoring the problem. You know how like they say you got to face your problem straight up.
And you don't. You just don't even face it. You
Let
okay? Just
everybody,
work it away. Let
and
it
then you
be.
feel like everybody beating on you because you don't rah and this and that,
Then you start feeling stressed and emotional because you don't talk about it or handle the issue.
right? And if you don't
I got
handle the, if you don't handle the
I
issue,
got you.
all,
Uh-huh.
it's just like a leaky roof. If you don't handle it, all it gonna do is get bigger and bigger, and
Bigger
it's
and
gonna start
bigger. And then
riding that
you know what? It's gonna collapse because it's gonna get so weak. It's
thing.
nothing. Oh. So that's an easy way out. I got you.
That what. See, that what I be talking about now. I'm telling you, man, ain't nobody around playing. You done with that one?
I am.
All right, come on with it.
So in completion, if one person tries to express themselves and the other person doesn't understand or accept it, the person expressing themselves may feel incomplete, misunderstood, rejected, hurt, and alone or alone. Well,
Mm.
god dang. This that's the benediction. That's what you're gonna get. Mike said negative emotions sound like a name strip.
Name of a strip.
Mike, it don't take but one catchy name and that's gonna be your stripper name. I like her. That's her. I want her.
That goddamn Mike.
He's so silly.
I'm
But he
telling.
dead serious, probably. That's the thing about it.
But I feel him though. I mean, like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you don't
I think
um
incompletion sound better like a stripper name than negative emotion. Incompletion. Yeah, she can do some stuff.
yeah, but okay.
What
Now we can talk about some things now. We done went down the list and this and that. See, we got a good mind on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So we need to how they say we need to talk about this.
we need to elaborate. Okay.
Hey.
Let
See,
the elaboration begin.
you didn't know that Joe was gonna do it like that, boy. Ooh, now back to the original topic. Now let's go. Let's go. We see. I had to break down everything because I wanted to get all this stuff out and about before we went to
But
talk.
that's the thing. Anything that you're trying to do better at, what's the first thing that has to be done? It has to be identified.
Right,
That's just like when they go to AA meetings, they say, I'm a drunk. Or I'm a
right.
drunk. Or I used to give hugged up. I used to do it this way. You have to identify what the problem is and
Yeah,
know that it's a problem and accept that it's a problem.
yeah, yeah. And 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 I promise you, you know, if you never accept that you have a problem, you'll never fix it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a person that they walk outside and they see a big old spot in their driveway every day, and you know your car is leaking.
It's leaking. That motor gonna be
You
gone if
never
you keep
and
ignoring it.
you never try to find out what's going on,
What's
how to
dropping on
fix
this
it.
ground, making this
People
mark?
don't realize just a little oil leak. If it get too bad or it leak too long, next thing you know, lock, whole motor locked up. Whole car ain't worth a damn no more.
It's worth a dang. You just gonna have to put it in there and get it fixed. You gotta get a
Yeah,
start all over again.
when you mess up the brain oh machine, you really messed up really. Sometime when the motor ain't the car ain't worth nothing to nobody no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause think about it, a motor now is 2-3 thousand. They done got ridiculous high. You know what I'm saying? $4,000 for motors and 5,000 for a motor piece of metal. You know what I'm saying? That they throw together and
Refurbish.
the
Uh,
robots just throw them together. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They charge the hell out of us. They make them easy and charge us more. It don't make sense.
And
Make it
then
make
it wasn't even labor of a person, it was labor of a machine.
right. So that tell you right there how they treating us. Treating us bad. Treating us bad.
You treat us so bad.
So
Mm.
so my whole thing is you know, we want we all want to heal. You know what I'm saying? We all want to live better. We always all want to heal and all that stuff. And I ain't even see that new comment. He said, "I'm gonna give it up for negative emotions." ah, um, yeah. It just what we got to realize is it's rough. I mean, it's rough trying to change um, who you are, but it's even rougher if you don't make the necessary steps to try to fix who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's why,
Mhm.
sometimes I'm glad of people around me. Sometimes I catch myself and we talking about, sometimes we go down this road that, maybe like your partner don't want to hear it, or somebody don't want to hear it, and I don't want to hear that. you know. But see, sometimes we need to hear stuff from our friends before we get out there in public and deal with the public. And they ask you the same thing, and you ready to snap. You gonna
Mhm.
show your friend a little grace. But if you get out there and it's just like somebody having a dress that ain't right, or this, outfit that is messed up, and they go out there and they friends send them out there. Ain't nobody told them, come on now, just don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go out there and do it. And somebody out there tell you, man, you should have left that at home. You look like a polar bear. Somebody, chastise you. You ready to fight them. But
Yeah.
your partner that's with you should have told you how you was looking before you left at the house, before y'all walked out there. And that's the thing now, that sometimes women don't tell other women that ain't right. That
Yep.
don't look good. And they scared to tell their friend girls. They will fall out
Right.
because you just giving an honest pitch, and baby girl, you don't need to wear that. That ain't you. You gonna look like a fool. You don't care? Okay then, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
as long as you get it that little old bit, cause men do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Men, if a
Yeah.
dude like ain't wearing a see-through shirt or something, all on player. I don't know what you trying to do, but we ain't this what the we ain't going to dance fever or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We ain't in San Francisco, or
Right.
maybe but I mean, like, it's like when and I was watching something today, and this is crazy because I don't know if it happened today or yesterday or this past weekend. You heard about the red dress wear down in New Orleans?
Yeah. That was
I
last
watched,
weekend.
yeah, I watched that on TV, and that's just sad. It was sad to me to see how many grown men running around there with beards and looking like basketball players with red dress on, just walking the street. I'm like, dude, they come up with stuff just to make you feel like a fool. And that's when you claim, when some people are just sheep. You'll do anything to try to fit in. What grown man want to just put on a dress? I don't even care if
The
you was
ones that want to wear a dress anyway. That's
right.
all I
There
say.
you go. And you said enough. But I look at this generation, and when we see really the fight really now is, do you like family or do you not like family? It's kind of like it's a different fight going on in America right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a fight, like somebody that won't like family, somebody that don't like family. Because the people that don't like family don't even realize is if you in 2024 they got 22 plus steps to not have a child, not have a baby, and stuff like that. If you in this era want to get pregnant and carry out it and then want to abort a baby or whatever, it's like you anti family or anti child because this old, I understand people say, oh, my body, my choice, this and that. Well, won't you choose to just put some birth control on you, or take a plan B or a plan C and kill that stuff right there before you have a real person inside of you kicking, and you waiting to, you know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is the new dude that's running for VP. He is on record signing a bill that say women can have abortions up to 9 months. And I just think we just done got to the point that I understand if you don't want family, don't have a family. Take birth control, live your life, do whatever you want to do, this and that. But don't go out here and get nutted in 1,500 times and have, have 3, 4 abortions and you ain't about family. Now, having the oops and this and that, but in
It's
2024,
different.
it's different. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
2024, it's too many. It's too many for people be getting mad at some Roe v. Wade stuff when they like if you so your body your choice. I want you to just lock it down.
Mhm.
It's birth control where you can't have a child. Just lock it
Right.
down.
Just don't
I
take
mean,
it
I
out.
don't I don't understand the big thing about what I'm saying about that. You get that? You read that?
Um, which Mike said, "Song in the Mirror is perfect song for this topic."
Yeah. Uh, what's up, Rhonda? Late as always, but you in here. All right. Okay. I think Rhonda be getting home had to take a whole nap and stuff and things for you.
Mhm.
Like, oh, is it Tuesday? Okay, no, I just mess with you. What's up, Rhonda? I'm glad you joined us. Yeah. Uh, yeah, but I ain't gonna speak much more on it because I know people got their super feelings on this. But like I say, it is over 22 ways to not get pregnant now.
Mhm.
And for you to not choose one and just want to go and wait 3, 4, 5 months and want to run to Atlanta or run to one of these cities that they love to kill a child, and I mean, just for um, just for somebody to be talking about how um, they're about family, but they support the abortion and they don't have kids, and really on the flip side, they're not really about the family. So I mean, if you choose one side, um, you got to think about your legacy and all that.
Mhm.
Thank you, Kim. Yep, it is my opinion, and it's just a little drop in the bucket. But like I said, we got to listen to different, other people's opinion. I don't have no problem with other people that feel like, uh, you know, that I'm. She said, I support, but now a 9 months. Um, yeah, he. You can look it up. He done signed a bill that they can have pregnancy. So, basically, I can't see a baby this big in your stomach, and you want to kill it. And I can't even see a person seeing, knowing that is hidden in your stomach and don't want to, and and don't want to keep it. It's kind of crazy to me to know something moving inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it done made it to that stage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different vibe. And then it's it's a thing that it's a real depression on a lot of women that have these abortions at these late term dates, and it really do them bad later on. At 3 months, a baby can smell, hear, and taste. I don't see how people get the heart to kill a baby, and that's it. And I mean, and I'm looking at it the same way. I was cool when it was when the 3 month was the limit, and they were like, "No, if you waited this long, you know what I'm saying, you might well have it and give it away because it's so easy to give it away. But why would you wait to 4, 5, 6 months, and the baby is obviously there, to try to be having a abortion. But like I said, that's each his own battle. But I just think we all got to learn how to talk about stuff. Yeah, I feel like if it gonna kill you or something, but then even at 8, 9 months, they can take the baby, cut it, take it out the stomach, whatever. Or if the baby having like you said, health issues, about to die or something like that. Um, and like you said, and that other word, I can't say it on the show, but when that happens, I mean, I can understand that too. But I still can't understand it if you wait to 7, 8 months. You know what I'm saying? So um, I feel like you still can give it away. You know, because I guess I'm just not about the killing. I mean, we say, I hear a lot of people talking about how they love Christ and how they love the Lord and God and this and that, but mm, people trying to be killers around here, and it don't matter how you look at it. I mean, if you let it go past 3 months and 4, 5, 6 months, I mean, you straight a killer when it get that crazy. When it get that what's name.
Mm-hmm.
What she said, I would be scared to give it away to because those kids get caught up in the system. They go through unimaginable and feel like you were bold enough to lay down and do what it took to get them and be responsible and take care of it. And I understand that too. But a reason I say give it away sometime because if your mental ain't right for it, give it away because I done seen where women done drowned 5, 6 kids because they was going crazy trying to raise these kids and it started getting them depressed. And I feel like they should have ways where a woman, it don't matter how old she is, she can give it to family members or she can give it to
Mm-hmm.
them or whatever if she can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But give it away and you give it on the way. You don't give it away and you try to hold your hand out there. Like you need to be sure once you're giving it away that you will be grown enough to let this child grow on his own. Or if they want to be contact you or stay, relevant with you, then that's on them. Or if your family, like if you was to give it to your family, I know you'll have access to them, one day. But I just think topics like that, um, them some issues that some real hard hidden issues that people deal with that can change them and go down a pattern because a lot of times you know, people do not have children because sometimes the mama might say, "Oh, you're not ready for this and that." But like I said, you're ready to lay down. You're ready. What's name? And then if you don't have that child and you never able to have a child again, I guarantee you, a lot of times you're gonna miss that opportunity and you're gonna be sad of that opportunity. Sometimes read that.
Well, look that, but these busted up ass niggas take them through more than that. I don't see them out here trying to kill him. They deal with whatever these guys have to offer, and yet these kids goes to shit. Okay, but the thing is, um, just like we were young at one time,
Uh,
they're young too. But it's even worse now because we had people sometimes that were able to talk to us and give us guidance.
Yeah.
People are not doing this anymore. All you see, even as the music, what they doing, popping that pussy, popping that coochie, rolling that thing, sucking on this, popping this
Well,
people.
well, at
It's
least
like people at the
look,
age.
I can say one thing when you said that. At least Sexy Red, even though she getting all that negative stuff, at least she had her baby pregnant and all. She popped that pussy with the baby and popped it on out. Go ahead though. That's the only positive thing I can say about Sexy Red. At least she did have a baby. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So yeah, I just think sometimes we um but on can you think of any unresolved issue that you are able to share with us?
they were my issues, and I think that can be a little personal, but I don't have a problem with talking about my issues. I don't have to even be direct with them, but yes, I've had unresolved issues that I have to resolve. And, um, for a while, I had an issue with um, me being her. And the her is just me. Not knowing my self worth and how worthy I am to have greatness. So, I got in a situationship and I just dealt with this situationship. So, in this business aspect, everything like that, but I knew my self worth. I know my knowledge, skills, and ability. So, I just learned to build myself up and be okay. And that's what I do. I live day to day life on positive vibes. Everything that I get that come to me that's negative, I build it up positive because that's what I do. I can't let nobody tear me down. That's one thing I refuse to ever do again is to let somebody tear me down for how they feel about the situation. That's not giving me an opportunity to serve myself in who I am. So I would not be tore down again. So I just keep building myself up, whether it's good or bad, on however it look for people. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They live their life for people, what people want to see, what people want them to do. People want you to get married. People want you to have babies. People want you to do that. Why? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
So you got to stop living your life for people and live your life for yourself, your own happiness. Because if
Right.
you can't love you, how you gonna help and love somebody else? Ain't no way in the world possible.
And I think I was talking to my daughter today, and I think I said the same thing. I think she said something about I was like, yeah, yeah, for my birthdays, like, oh, you were just dressed regular, this and that. And she said you had them old busted up shoes. And she said, you just don't be acting like you be carrying no more. And I said, I really don't. I
Right.
really don't. I don't. What it is I care about how I feel about myself and what's not. I don't have that care. I
But what people
you know,
think.
right, exactly. Especially when I'm in just a comfortable environment. Sometimes you don't have to get all made up to go to a comfortable environment. You know what I'm saying? So, so I think she was more like, everything okay, but your shoes. But when I came out, it wasn't. I wasn't coming out to be where I was. Where we took the picture, we went somewhere else, and then it just go from here to there to there to there, and then all of a sudden I ended up there, and it was just didn't slow down. Birthday behavior.
But
And
that's what I'm saying. It's birthday behavior. This is the thing. You gotta look good for yourself. And it wasn't nothing with people. So I guess in your mode, it probably was your down chill time. So you were just chilling and not
yeah,
thinking about I need to put on some clothes in case we go here.
because you
Or
know
in
what?
case we go there.
Sometimes I don't think about stuff like that till nighttime. When I'm in the daytime, I don't never think about clothes. It's always a nighttime
Oh,
thing
you
with
the
me.
nightlife. Okay, I
So
got you.
it's like I think about being all right, either in work clothes or either in comfortable clothes all day long. And then at night, I mean, it's the same thing with a lot of women. A lot of women don't think about it.
You
You can see
can't
them
worry about
all
women.
day.
You
Look,
you can't
you can see
worry
them
about
all day.
women.
They
That's
got
your problem.
they
You don't
bunny
know.
on.
You
Look,
assume.
they got their bunny on and everything.
You
You catch
assuming.
them, you catch them at the club, they hair down to their knees. They got heels up to their calf
Now,
muscles.
how that come from you to women? You see how you threw that and reversed that? We talking about you.
I sure did do that.
Yeah, you did that. That's what you do. That's what somebody said when you get backed in the corner. That wasn't backed in the corner. We were just talking. You don't have to
Yeah,
do that
but
all the time. We were just
I
having conversation about
look, I
you
did
and
like
your
I
sis
told,
and what you did.
look. I told you what I do. I change the southpaw. Sometimes I switch fighting skills.
No, you always revert. That's you. I don't care, ladies. Do you hear me? That's what he do. He revert all the time. Don't you see it on the show? All he do is revert. I'm gonna change your name to Mr. Reverter.
Okay, you got to change fighting
Transformer.
skills. You got to change fighting skills. Somebody get the whooping on your head. You got to
Man, I can't stand
uh, look. I pull out them ninja skills on you, boy. I'm just
them
saying
dang
that.
on noon chucks to get out the
Look,
corner.
got my daughter laughing at me. Yep, but
Shouts out to your daughter that spent your birthday with you while you rocking with
yeah.
her raggedy.
Yeah, and
And I know
I
she was
said it,
tilting
and I
from
said
head
it
to
just
toe.
like she look, and
And
I said
dad
it
dad
just,
looked like she pulled him out the
I
bed.
said it just look, I said it just like she said it. I'm gonna bust it.
Dad was pulled out the bed and pulled out the shoes from under the truck, not under the bed.
Look, but see, one thing I know, my daughter know I got plenty of shoes. She got plenty of shoes, but look, she might not have as many shoes as me, but I bet you her shoes cost more than mine.
Oh Lord.
That's why I was telling my partner today. He was like, "Oh man, your shoe." He was like, "I said your sister, your daughter's shoes today. Her shoes like this here." I said, "Yeah, but I bet you she spent 400, 500, $600 for one shoe. I can't do it like that. I ain't got it like that. That's a whole. That's a whole week work for me. I be working all week to buy a pair of shoes. No, I can't do it. Why are you laughing at me behind that good jug? Oh no, that it was stuck. I ain't see it. It was stuck. Yep. But I don't know what to say. I mean, yeah. Anything look, any other question you got to ask me on the
No, sir. No, sir.
issue? See, that's what I was saying. And see, I was taking all questions. I was taking all questions. She said, hold on. She said, I don't. Or you don't spend that much money on shoes, or you don't have as many as me. I love. She said I get big discounts on my shoes now. Oh, okay. I got you. I
Well,
got
so
you.
she learning how to save then. Okay,
She
then.
said now.
Well, it took everybody got a learning experience. Remember,
I'm telling you, boy, and
can't
look,
knock nobody on what they've been
and
through. We got to be praising on
look,
what they have
and we
become.
were talking about it today, and I'm
That
proud.
part.
I'm proud of my daughter for growing up and not, and being
Man, let me
a better
ask
man.
you this question.
Go ahead.
Whatever price you think your daughter paying for her shoes, right? Do you think you ever did that for yourself in life? Never. Oh, so you
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. I got. No. Let me stop. I bought two pair of shoes that cost money in my life, and that was really recent. That was probably like last year. I think what happened is I think after COVID, I wanted a couple shoes. I said, there's too many people dying around here that I can't have a couple of shoes that I really want. So I just went and got a couple of shoes that I wanted, and you know what I'm saying. And oh,
and a couple shoes you wanted, and what?
oh. Kamala has got some new tennis shoes. Oh, yeah, but that's how much I used to pay for them right there too. Cent by that price. That was high to me back in the day. See, I
That
come in.
was back then, but she's talking about now. She
Yeah,
can get this with her type of discount.
yeah, but that's still a little high to me now. But I understand. It's still a little high, but
What is the most expensive
I
thing you
have
would pay for with no crying?
what shoe?
No, period. I'm just saying, what is the most thing you would purchase that you wouldn't cry about if you spent money on?
Big chain.
Oh, jewelry. Okay, so you'll spend money on
No,
your jewelry.
jewelry and tools.
Oh,
I don't never cry. Once I buy a tool, I be still smiling. I be still smiling all the way home. It don't matter how much I paid for it. I still be smiling. So tools and jewelry, I don't too much cry about the price because tools I know I'm gonna need it at least one day. And usually I need it the day I buy it. So it gonna get used. And I haven't regretted no tools. I remember I regretted one time that I wasn't using it enough. And then next thing I know, I started using it. So I don't regret none of that. Yep. So what's up, love, joy, and he's high else up in this thing. But that's all I got for you. I know you don't like being on here. You probably got to go to work in the morning or something like that.
yep. I work for an organization, and yep, I report in the morning early. hmm I'm one of those. I'm okay with it though. I put in a lot of years. I can retire soon.
Hey,
hmm
ain't nobody.
I'm
Look,
not just an entrepreneur, although I do dig in that little ditch a little bit, but that's not my full time thing. But my full time thing, I do work for an organization, and I do report in the morning.
and and with that one being said,
Trip all big splash,
No,
baby.
just tripping.
Yeah.
hey, don't forget to like and share.
All right, away.
I know, right, Kim? Me too, Kim. I don't care nothing about it. I'm one of those. I report.
Roll on till I'm 6
That
feet.
check be looking good. Thank you.
Hey, I'm happy for everybody that stayed up with me. Don't forget to like and share, and ain't nothing wrong with them likes. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel and all that good stuff. Good night. Good night, daughter. Good night.
Cynthia, good night, Cynthia. Rhonda said, cause you do have a lot of tools.
You do. What is that?
Oh, she said, I think she's trying to say tools, like tools,
Oh,
yeah.
she said, because
That's
you
what I
do
thought.
have a
She
lot
said
of tools.
tools.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. She
Yes,
said
I
you
do.
got a lot of tools.
I'm gonna do that just like that. Just like I did my shoe room a while back. I'm gonna do my tool room a while back. Okay.
Why you have to do the matrix for your tool room? It's gonna be that much?
Uh,
It's gonna be that much for your tool room?
oh yeah.
Chris, if you still on, I'm happy you joined us. Chris, I missed you. I hadn't talked to you in a long time. I missed you. Glad you came. Everybody else too. Glad y'all were here.
Yeah.
It's still Leo season. It's still Leo season.
Somebody talk about. Oh yeah, it's Virgo. See, hold
No,
on,
it's
man.
not.
Get your tail back in the seat.
It is not.
It's still Leo season. Sit down somewhere.
That part.
That part. Still Leo season. Stop the hate. Still Leo.
You can't rush a good thing.
Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we'll see y'all back here next Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Be there or be where. Don't be. Don't act like that. And we up out of this thing.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all. We're gone like the music.